Hi guys, I hope everyone's doing good. In today's video, I want to chat to you guys about Naked Brands, so ticker symbols NAKD. So a number of you guys have been commenting and messaging me asking if I can do an update on NAKD from my last video. In this video, I'm going to discuss a little bit more about the fundamentals because I believe the fundamentals, especially if you're looking to hold the stock long term, I believe the fundamentals are crucial to know to understand regarding the company. But before I get into today's video, check this out. This video is brought to you by Weibo. If you'd like to get 2 free stocks valued at $1,850, check the link in my description box below. Welcome back to Investor Prime TV. David here. If you're new, this channel is a one-stop shop for anything investment. So investment ideas, investment discussions, stock picks, when to get in the market, when to get out. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads. With that being said, let's get this bread. So from my last video, the share price was heading towards that 100 period moving average, and also it coincided with the temporary support that was caused by a variation of the hammer candlestick. And I was saying that if you're looking to get in on NAKD as a momentum play, then it would have been good to wait for a golden cross on the MACD. But since then, the share price has broken that 100 period moving average. So on a technical note, this is seen as potentially the start to a bearish trend. But before we get into the price action, just a couple of things to cover regarding the fundamentals of Naked Brands. So as a business, Naked Brands, they've effectively got $270 million cash and no debt. So this is great news for a business because they're able to reinvest that cash into the business, and therefore the business can grow. As the business is growing, they don't have any non-recurring liabilities. Recurring liabilities are such as if the business has got loans taken out to help run the business, and salaries. These are of course liabilities that the company has to take care of. So those are recurring liabilities. So non-recurring liabilities could be maybe one-off payments, etc. Maybe if they're getting audited for the SEC filings. So those are non-recurring liabilities. And the point number 2 on the fundamental basis is Naked Brands. They're also planning to complete the digital transformation by Q2 of 2021. So what does this mean for the business? So that digital transformation, they're effectively trying to have more of an online presence. So they have a plan in place and strategy in place to implement this plan. And the plan being that they want to be an e-commerce leader, eventually becoming a household name for e-commerce, which is great for the business because let's face it, most things, if not everything nowadays is online. All right, people are running towards online for shopping, for everything. So if you have a good online presence, then your business will thrive or could thrive. So the fact that Naked Brands are planning to have a much better online presence and they want to be an e-commerce leader, this is great because that means they'll be able to tap into more customer bases. They'll be able to be more global, basically meaning they'll have more customers and therefore having more revenue, especially if they currently don't have any debt at the moment and they have over $250 million cash in hand. So if we have a look at the chart of Naked Brands, so ticker symbols NAKD, as we can see, the share price has broken that 100 period moving average. On a technical note, the fact that the share price has broken the 100 period moving average, this could be seen as the start or potentially the start of a bearish move or a bearish trend being formed. At the moment, the share price is heading towards a support at 55 cents. This support was once a pretty good resistance that was broken on a very good bullish run up. So the fact that this resistance was broken, so right now it's serving as an untested support. So the share price is heading towards this price to test this as a support. So if this holds as a support, then I can see the share price bouncing between the moving average and this support, or perhaps heading up and even getting back above this 100 period moving average. And this could be the start to this bullish recovery that I was talking about. However, if we look at the RSI is still showing that it's oversold because the RSI value is roughly 30. The minute it goes below 30, then technically it'll be oversold. But one thing you should know about RSI is just because it says that something is oversold or overbought doesn't mean that the trend is just going to reverse automatically to be bullish, because the bearish trend could be very strong that the RSI stays oversold for some time. And this is why I always look, whenever I'm looking at the RSI, I always look for RSI divergence. So the fact that the RSI value on NAKD right now is close to 30 is basically oversold. So I believe there's going to be some bullish presence. Whether or not this bullish presence is enough to reverse this trend straight away, or maybe this is going to trade sideways for some time. But one thing you should keep an eye on is the RSI divergence or possible RSI divergence. So if we look at the MACD, so right now the MACD is still on a dead cross. It keeps teasing everyone by the moving average heading towards the signal line, so i.e. being some convergence, and after that it just diverges. So what the MACD is telling us right now is that the bearish momentum is still quite strong. So guys, a key price to keep an eye on is the 55 cents, as this was once a very good resistance. Now it's an untested support. support. So if the price gets to the 55 cents, especially when the RSI is saying that this is oversold, there's likely to be some bullish activity around this price. However, if there's bullish activity around this area, i.e. the price bounces off the 55 cents support, then I'll be looking to see the price heading back up and testing that 100 period moving average. But a very bullish sign, or a sign of very good recovery or potentially good recovery, would be when the price gets above this 100 moving average. So to summarize, the bearish momentum seems to be strong right now. However, I believe we will soon start seeing some green candles and some bullish activity, especially seeing as the share price is oversold at the moment. So this is where you decide what type of trader or investor you are, whether you're looking to hold NAKD for the short term, mid-term or long term. However, I believe the most benefit will be seen if you're holding NAKD for the long term, especially on the fundamental note. NAKD as a company, they've got plans, especially in Q2. By Q2, they plan to implement their digital transformation. So then that's likely where you start seeing real growth in NAKD as a company. So if you enjoy the content I put out on NAKD, then make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads of NAKD that I put out. And also, if you like to support the channel, you guys can sign up to my Patreon. The link is in the description box below. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.